Whom are you afraid of? Who is your most bitter enemy? I shall tell you. You are your own worst enemy. You are always running away from yourself. You don't face yourself squarely. Why? What is the evidence? Can you be silent all by yourself? When you talk, do you talk more loudly than is necessary? When some people talk over the phone, they speak so loudly that the talk can be heard on the other side even without the phone. Just be aware of your own talk. What can be said in 1 minute, you would extend to 5 minutes. You keep talking, blah, 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 all the time. Are you not running away from yourself? If you want to practice meditation, the right place to begin will be introspecting your own tendency to run away from yourself. Mind is always linear. That means you value something, you consider something important. It may be mythical or imaginary. Then you have a desire to get that thing or reach that state. And then you put in some effort, like meditation, for example. You torture yourself and then you look forward to that thing. So you have doubt whether you are reaching or not. Then you expect it, you await it, and then you try to evaluate the progress. And then you feel terribly frustrated. And you think that this is meditation. Meditation is actually ending the linearity of the mind, this linear mode. Mind is always linear. When linearity ends, mind also disappears. Many people think that meditation takes place in the witness mode as against the doership mode. Both modes are not meditation. Witness mode is the inertia mode, too much of withdrawal, too much of inhibition, that is, you freeze. The doership mode is you feel that you are egoistically doing something. You think that if you put in a lot of egoistic effort, you are going to get a big result. Meditation is truly modelessness. There is no mode at all. You don't feel you are doing anything, not even witnessing anything. And you should not feel self-conscious about your meditation. It is very similar to deep sleep. When you sleep, do you feel like you are doing something? No. It is a very natural thing. Your mind is totally empty. Meditation is like that. You should not feel self-conscious about meditation. So, what is the difference between dissociative deep sleep and meditation? The only difference is that in deep sleep there is a dissociative transition from wakefulness to deep sleep. But in meditation, this is not there. You consciously and very smoothly pass on to the meditative condition. So it is effortless and it is most natural, like deep sleep. India is a country where there's a lot of interest in such things, but fortunately or unfortunately, many people are doing it the wrong way. See, I have been doing research in this area for a long time. 2 students of mine have done research on meditation at the PhD level, and I have interviewed several people practicing different types of meditation across India, and I have found that many people are doing it with a lot of egoistic effort. I shall tell you how it started, and then you will understand the difference. My own research has led me to the conclusion that it all started in the Indus Valley. The Indus Valley had 2 classes of people, masters, who supervised everything. That is the agricultural work as well as the industrial production work. And there were workers. These workers came from Africa, particularly from Sudan. They were not slaves, but they were workers. And because the workers did all the work, the upper class of people, the masters, had plenty of leisure. So they used to travel far and wide on bullock carts as well as on foot for business. They used to travel as far as China in the east and as far as Sumeria and Egypt in the west. So these long journeys gave them the opportunity to introspect, to look at the wide open places day and night. They had nothing else to do when they were traveling. So this had a transformative effect on their mind and psyche. So when they retired after a long life of travel, they couldn't sit at home. So not for business, because the children had taken over their business. They would just start wandering without any aim. At first they will return home after several days, weeks or months, but later on they may not return at all. And the society was such that these wandering people, old people, were given food and place to sleep by members of the community. So these people were totally detached from their family, and they would just wander. Now the very important thing is that they were not searching for anything. They had no notion of getting enlightened or anything like that. But this wandering enabled them to get into what we call the enlightened condition. Now they were wearing cotton clothes. So after repeated washing, the white cotton clothes acquired a reddish color, which is the saffron color, which is now associated with spirituality in India. But the important point I want to stress at this point is that They were not putting in any effort, they were not expecting anything, they were not awaiting anything, they were not dependent on any result. Now, if they were looking for a mythical condition of enlightenment, they would not have got it. So, expectancy blocks the real thing. So, I suppose now you realize what you are doing in meditation. If you are attached to the result, it is not going to come. The very result is absence of expectation.